this is my presentation on high quality connections. So I decided that for my problem, I reached out to my friends and asked them if they would like to kind of do this experiment with me, and we ended up trying to decide on a game that we all played together that we could work on our communication skills and work on our leadership skills within this group of four. We played a game called Dead by Daylight, which is where one player is the killer and the other four are the survivors, and we played as just the survivors and it was a random killer, and we tried to and the goal is to try and you have to finish these tasks to try and escape and survive the killer, and we use that as a tool to show each other how our different skills as leaders and different positions and roles within it worked out. So our goal was to increase our win rate as survivors, and that's how we were going to measure it as well. I worked with my friends Andrew, Matthew, and Landon, and I worked with them because A, they play the game very well, and B, I'm pretty close with all of them, and they're honest with me. They don't, give me any like wrong data because they wanted to be right. We all trust each other and such. We ended up coming up with four specific roles. There's like 20 different survivors, but we gave each other specific roles and then characters for those roles and how they worked together and how cohesively they worked together. So the roles were leader, engineer, medic, and then float. We then switched the roles to see who was the most effective in each role, and then we measured our success by our win percentages out of 10. So we played 10 games with the same characters and then rotated the roles and the characters. So essentially, there's a character in the game called Dwight, and he's a leader character, and so a person that played the leader role played Dwight so that they could essentially work together, and they would give call outs and such. So in the end, my friend Matthew had the highest leader role with 60% win rate. Andrew was the engineer with a 70% win rate, and then Landon was the healer with a 60% win rate, and then I was the float with an 80% win rate. We also calculated win rate based off of not just sometimes only one survivor could win or only like two survivors could win and the other two would die. So that's why the win rates are a little weird, is that we did it based off of success of survival. I noticed when Matthew was the leader, we were getting our objectives done quicker. I feel like his callouts were more cohesive and more spread to the group and were more effective. And I thought the role I would succeed in was going to be the engineer because I'm really good at doing the objectives and such. But I ended up being the float because I was doing a lot of time just kind of messing around with the killer and then helping wherever I was needed. So that was kind of interesting to see which I did best with. And on my reflection, I thought I very much enjoyed the interaction. It showed us who had the strongest leadership skills and how they used it and how they implemented it and who had stronger skills in what positions. I learned how helpful HQC can be, even in gaming. It can be helpful to each other by, letting people know what they can and can't do and what they are better at. It was just a good opportunity to show like who could actually step up and be a true leader. I think I could implement this more by working on my communication skills, and then on the receiving end, I could be more sincere with it. And that is the end of it. Thank you once again. I know that it's a little weird with video games, but appreciate you for watching, and you have a great rest of your day.